Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I hope that you have been enjoying the videos thus far. If this is your first time viewing my channel, my name is Monica. Here on this channel I do DIYs, crafting, and occasionally revamping. I do want to make note that effective today, I will only be posting one video per week due to my job, my full-time job, and some other issues. I will only be able to post once a week, and these will be posted on Sunday. Hopefully, in the future, I will be able to start back doing the 2 videos per week, but effective today, I will only be posting 1 video per week. I will no longer prolong the time, and I will get started with DIY number 1. Okay, as you can see here, we have our lid covered. Those tools that I'm using to cut the wooden dowels are simply dog nail cutters, and Dollar Tree does sell those in the pet section. Now what I'm going to do is measure all the sides and cut the wooden dowels down to the size that's going to cover. And once I get all my dowels cut down to the measurement that I want, I can't give you a specific measurement because your lid may be much different than mine. So that's what I'm doing here. Just make sure you take your pencil, just mark off those spots where they actually intersect that on the corners to make sure that they're the correct length so that they can actually meet. Now once you have all your wooden dowels cut down to size, you're then going to hot glue those on, and the corner pieces that's going to join together, you want to put some wood glue so to ensure that those pieces are adherent to each other properly. Okay, as you can see here, we're getting ready to measure off how tall we want our lantern to be, and also how wide it needs to be, using 2 of the dowels for our corners and a piece that it's already cut for the top. As you can see here, I put it in the center. I'm seeing how tall I want the lantern to be, and also how wide it needs to be out from the corners. Just take your cutting pliers, whatever you're using to cut the wooden dowels. Like I stated, I'm using these dog nail cutters, which are good to cut the dowels, but I will warn you, do not have these when you're cutting. Do not have them nowhere near your eyes or anyone else, because these dowels, when you're cutting them, they will fly. So be very careful when cutting. Okay, as you can see here, I've glued the corners down on 3 of the sides. And what I'm showing you here, what I had to do was lay it down. Once you get ready to glue on the actual top for your lantern, you will need to actually lay this down on a silicone. As you can see here, that's a silicone little mat that I have it on, because it's going to take a lot of hot glue to get these these corner points to join to each other. And I'm showing you here as to how you're just going to glue on your tall part for the corner pieces. You glue those onto the corner. Once you have those glued on, then you will lay it down. Make sure that before you lay it down that that corner piece has dried. Now once you get ready to put your top part on, as you're seeing here, make sure you lay it down, glue it, allow that hot glue to completely dry, and set up a good mold before you stand it back up. Okay, as you can see here, I'm just showing you all those spots where you can actually see all the hot glue and any uncovered dowels. And we're just going to simply cover that up by painting it with some black chalk paint, and that'll complete this project. DIY number 2, we'll be making a lamp using a plunger, a wooden round from Dollar Tree or either Hobby Lobby, some tower blocks or Jenga blocks, a bowl, a vase, screws. You would need some type of a drill, paint, and you also need some of these stick lightings. Now here what I'm showing you is that when I'm drilling into something plastic like this, in order to avoid the plastic from, if it does crack, in order to avoid it from cracking all the way across, this tape normally helps. So that's what I did here, is just tape it on both sides and then drill my hole. Now I'm going to take a piece of the tape that I've drilled in and place it on top of my wooden piece right here to drill my hole. and because of that hole is already there, it just has a hole there for me to drill. Now once I have drilled my hole, I then take a screw to actually screw in there to see if I drilled it deep enough. So if it's not drilled deep enough, I just go back in with my drill and just drill it a little bit deeper. Now once I have drilled that hole, I then measure it up to the bowl to make sure it's wide enough. Now once it's wide enough, now what I'm going to actually do is to drill on my base onto the pole. This is to help us be able to stabilize this pole inside the vase. Now what I'm doing here is just taking those tower blocks and drilling a hole, and it'll be done on both of those, as you can see here. Now once you have a hole on both of those, you'll also drill a hole inside your actual pole by using the ones that you've already drilled a hole in. That's going to help guide you to drill the hole onto your actual pole. Now once we have all that done, we're going to screw both of these jingle blocks on each side of the pole. Then we're going to get ready to start painting. Okay, here as you can see, I have started painting the pole. Now I did not have any stains, so what this method is like a stain for those that do not like the scent of the actual wood stain, or if you don't have any stain left. So what you do is paint your pole fully, and as you can see here, I'm taking a paper towel and basically just wiping it off. Now once you do this method, it also is a stain method, as well as it also helps the wood dry quicker too if you wipe off any excess paint. And we're going to do this for the pole, and we're also going to do this for the wood round, as you see here. Okay, as you can see here, I've spray painted. Now lots of footage of that. I spray painted the actual bowl, and we're getting ready to apply the pole to the bowl. And we're just going to take a screw and screw that pole to the actual bowl. Once we get finished with that, we're then going to glue the actual pole down into the vase. Now I will say here that later in the video you'll see that I made some changes. I made changes to the color of the actual bowl, and I made changes as to how I'm going to actually adhere that pole down to the center. But you'll see all those different changes towards the end of the video. Okay, this is just a piece that I cut off initially from the plunger. This is going to be the top part that's put onto our lampshade. As you can see here, we're using that round piece just to elevate our vase and give it a little bit more style. Okay, here I'm just showing you the changes. I changed my vase out. I'm showing you that I glued down popsicle sticks down into the vase first and let that dry, and then glued down the pole inside using the E6000 and hot glue. Here I'm just adding some rocks in to make it even more stabilized. I added on the top a drawer knob. I painted an old knob that I had here and just glued it on the top. And I also changed the color of the actual lampshade to go with my decor. I just painted it a cream color. I also added some little wooden blocks to the actual round to make it even give it a little bit more height, like I'm showing you here. And that was the only updates that I made. Now here in this video, I'm just showing you the next video slide. You'll see I'm showing you how it looks with the actual lights in there. Now I got these two lights right here from Five Below because it came with a remote, but you can purchase these stickable
Thank you
lights
all for viewing my channel.
at
Please
Dollar
remember
Tree
to
as
give this
well.
video
A thumbs up and hit that subscribe button and the notification bell so you're notified every time I upload a video. Remember, you can also follow me on Instagram at UKNEIK.